And we're back for the review of My Hero Academia with our co-host here, RayApollo, and as usual, SamTheMangaMan. And me, myself, as always, guys, LegendDVash. So, Ray, how do you feel to be back here with the review of My Hero?
First of all, you didn't get the memo. It was Green Knight. Sam got it. You didn't.
Oh, you know what? I could just go to my closet and just grab a green shirt right now.
It's too late.
If that is.
The green crew is here and the blue crew is not. But no, this chapter, yes. This is the best chapter so far. So far, this is the best one since this arc has started.
I would say this is the best chapter with the best speech, the best confrontation. That's my... I won't say this is the best chapter.
So I'm saying it's the best chapter because I want action among like the actual groups. Yes, we've gotten really good single action, but this is like the most forward action we've gotten so far, I think.
Agreed.
Like this confirmed that the heroes caught them off guard and that Hawks truly did have to work really hard to get that done.
One thing I would say, the thing I didn't expect is the way he told everybody is by through the feathers of his and doing some type of Morse code. That was intelligent, smart.
Oh, Hawks is... We about to find out how dangerous Hawks is for real. I mean, especially somebody who can kind of flip-flop like that is a dangerous individual.
And plus the way he speaks, the expression that he gave Hawks, it just looks so sad, but he wants to help Twice. But he looks so sad doing this to Twice. It you could really empathize with what's going on with the character.
I can empathize with the situation, but not with Twice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I empathize with the situation. It's like, yeah, you see somebody who could be helped, but they don't want to be helped, and it sucks.
But then with those eyes, he reminds me of Itachi after he killed his whole clan, and he just has that stare.
I don't want to see this all over the internet. Like, oh, Hawks is like Itachi, because I mean, like, yes, the missions where they had to go. You know, Itachi's mission was very different, but I can see the demeanor, the similarity in the demeanor. I get
with Hawks, I see more about Kakashi because the Ambu Black Ops type of person. I see that more than Itachi because Itachi, like everybody likes to compare Itachi to every current character in current series and everything. To me, is more of Kakashi because he was a person that had to do things that he didn't want to do. In those missions, he was a person that was fighting. And Hawks, we know that he's been training since such a young age with
I mean, it wasn't that he didn't want to do this. It's more like they gave him a mission, a job, and
he was the only one that could
do it. He's the only one that's like eligible. He's the only one that's eligible enough that he can accomplish this mission.
And plus, these type of missions, these type of jobs could mess up people's mind because you don't come back the same. And I'm really curious to see if this is the same Hawks that went in this mission, or is this the person that knows how to keep his control, now knows how to keep his emotion? Because the way he just spoke to Twice and everything, and the way he spoke to Twice, smiling and everything, like, hey, you're my friend, no worries, we're the best of pals. And then Twice just feels so betrayed, and the flashback with the overall arc with what happened with just now with the anime, like, I feel bad for Twice. Like, I kind of actually feel bad for him.
Can I make a quick comparison to a character in the demeanor that he just showed and somebody who taught us this lesson much earlier, last year? His name is Askeladd. Do you remember how he got his revenge? And what he taught, and what he showed us? I'm pretty sure that's what was happening here. These villains have been killing heroes for a long time. And these people have been directly involved. So, of course, Hawks it probably really, really, really boiled his blood to have to want to work with them in any capacity. But it was for the greater good that he had to do it. And he was the only one I still truly think that could have done it.
Oh, yeah.
And I am worried that he is going to cross that line and potentially kill one of the villains. That's what I'm worried about. I really do think that because he'll feel like there's no, because he says he immediately says, I'm gonna turn you in.
Yeah.
But because he had no intention to harm him is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But I think that Hawks will if he needs to.
Yeah, he's gonna have to force his hands to do it, and we know that Twice will not give up. He's not gonna
because what he said, he knew that Twice was the biggest asset that they had, and he had to isolate him.
But also the most unstable person too. Still,
and
even though
plus,
he's gone past his trauma, he still has the trust.
Well, he's got trust issues, and his trust has been like his trust has been his own downfall every time so far.
And plus to kind of transition into an unstable person right now that just became really stressed right now is Destro himself, that just found out that the heroes infiltrated into the whole campus of the League of Villains.
Those panels were hilarious because they perfectly capture the situation. You see him smiling before and then instantly stressed because it's hilarious because we all know how his quirk works.
Yeah.
It was. I can't wait to see that animated.
That's great. Wait, what?
Yes.
All this time he was all stress-free because all that responsibility and all this job that needed to do would have been on Shigaraki's shoulders. But now, like, when he's supposed to be powering up or being experimented on and all the upgrades, Destro is technically the right-hand man in a way.
Technically, yes.
Destro, yes, he's kind of like the
brain,
the board president when Shigaraki's the CEO. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's kind of like how it's kind of how Bruce Wayne is the person that's in front of everybody, but when Bruce Wayne's not here, is the guy that is Morgan Freeman is the one that
Fox.
is the one next. Fox. Thank you. Fox is the one that leads the stuff. So that's what Destro is. And right now he's like, Shigaraki, you have to be right now getting the whole power up system, and I'm here dealing with this bullshit.
So no, but can we talk about how coordinated the heroes are in the beginning? By the way, Edshot, my God. Edshot is nuts
into their lungs. And
but even the panel of Cementos and everything on the panel of page 4 and 5.
They were just ready.
Oh, that page of 4 and 5 looks just amazing. I'm just
Cementos is hella strong.
People from Class 1B are pulling up their weight with Mudman.
As they should be.
Well, they picked these students specifically because they knew how they would work in this situation.
Yeah, they're
working flawlessly so far. Exactly.
So one thing I want to see, who did this coordination plan that Ray just said? Who brought up this coordination? Like, who is the Shikamaru of the brains of this plot? Because Hawks is the one that helps us. No, yeah,
he told them the date and time.
Yeah, but it can't be Hawks, so it has to be someone behind them. So who's the one? My guess, could it be Eraserhead? But that's a stretch. So I really want to meet that person that made the.
Well, I mean, because before it would have been Night Eye, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, who could it be in this? Was it Endeavor that came up with this whole plan?
If it is, then if it is, then we really are. We were really putting him short.
I would say that Endeavor probably did come up with this plan because Hawks did entrust the majority of the information to him,
and he is the number one hero with the best hero agency as well. So that
I would say Hawks was the one that handled everything was happening during the mountain, and never handles with the doctors and the Nomus and all.
I truly think that Hawks' only thing was to get the information to them.
Yeah,
that was it. I don't think he played anything else.
Hawks didn't do shit. All he did was play the undercover.
I ain't gonna say he ain't do shit. He did the most important part, which is getting the message out there.
Yes. I'm saying like
when it came to planning the attack,
decision, but
plan to attack, the commence, the whole strategy, the whole commander stuff. He didn't do that, but he did the most crucial part. It said the date, the time with his feathers. So that was the most important part.
So this is like, okay, finally we're getting the action that I've been waiting on. This is it. Like, this is a really big kind of, like, we got Mirko in that confrontation with the doctor. Now we have this confrontation with Hawks and Twice, but at the end we see Dabi, who we knew was going straight for them. When we saw him in that first,
we've seen it before during the League of Villains arc. And
against the Liberation
Army, like My Villain Academia arc, and we've seen him before. He can use it as many times as he wants. And
I mean, people don't remember. Like, I guess people would remember. Do you remember? Like, Twice was insanely powerful for that. He flooded a small city. with doubles of himself.
And you're inside a small room and like literally
like World War Z quality like zombie stuff, but they all are smart.
I get that reference, but still haven't seen the movie, so I get that reference.
That's okay.
What if you could kill the main twice, would they all disappear?
That's something that we yet to know.
But will Hawks be able to tell the main twice?
Yes, because the mask is ripped.
Off.
They did that so we could differentiate which one is the original, and I think he does that now. I couldn't tell if he did that himself or if Hawks did that, trying to like pacify him.
His feathers shot him his mask.
So I was like, that's just that was nice timing. So that was interesting.
It was definitely, and Dabi's face, but also his line was interesting as well. He said, "As always, scummy heroes are to blame, and this isn't your fault." But Dabi's creepy face is interesting as well.
I think it's more because he has that face. Is so that he finally has an excuse to go after Hawks and kill him.
I think so too. I think it's like finally I get to do this. Yeah.
So what I find funny, Ray, quick behind the scenes story. So when me and Sam was doing the reaction for the thumbnails, and I was doing my face for the thumbnail and everything, and Sam told me to add more teeth. I'm like, Dabi has no lip skin under here. How can I add more teeth? It's kind of impossible.
You show the top part of your teeth. You didn't show any of the bottom part of your teeth.
Yeah, because I have skin. Dabi has no skin under his
teeth.
Dabi
ain't got no lips.
So I'm like, it's impossible for me to actually do this. For me to show skin, I have to do this. You see skin. So I'm like, Dabi just has a creepy face because like he has burn marks over crazy. But then it makes me question the way he says is, as always, scummy heroes
to blame. Yep.
So that makes me question: could he be blaming the anger towards his father that we presume it
that's
is
what
to be
we presume is Endeavor?
So that's why he has the hatred that he feels like scummy heroes are to blame, meaning aka his father. Maybe that's why he has that type of mentality, that he has that type of faith when he know about heroes. So I'm like, maybe that could be some type of reference.
What we would like to think, because we've been waiting for this connection to be made for so long.
For too long.
We're waiting for this connection to be made. I don't think Hawks dies. Hawks is the number 2, but if he does die, he's already completed his mission at this point. He did well.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, well, but I don't know. I want to see the number 2 hero flex.
That's what I want to see. I'm like, yo, if you're gonna die, at least die swinging. That's what I want to see, because you're gonna fight twice and Dabi most likely.
Like he's 2 of the most powerful members of the League of Villains, right here.
But yeah, so we have 2 of the powerful villains, like Ray said, and we have the number 2 hero. So we better see some flexing, some sort of way, because I want to see you do something with your feathers, the way you fight and everything. I want to see something.
Because I mean, we've seen that he's used all of his feathers, because they made sure to show the scene in his back where all of his feathers have been used. Currently, they're all out.
It's true.
He's just got his nubs right now.
His swords,
and he has his swords
in his hands, and honestly, and there's still other feathers that's still communicating with everybody, heroes on the outside too. Because we saw like 2 small feathers. One was doing communication and codes.
I think there's a flashback to just show us of how he did it. I don't think that was actually current one right now.
I agree. I think he did that to like communicate other heroes for backup, just in case, because we know how he knows how powerful Twice.
So I think that was a flashback to give you a visualization of how he did it.
Yeah, I don't think that's
to
current,
communicate with them. Yeah,
I don't think that's current right now, but that for him to actually do more.
I mean, but if it was, I mean, that might have been him saying, "Hey, I'm about to, die. I'm about to do the sacrifice card to like take out their biggest piece." Which I think he probably knew going into this. And
plus, to actually say something about Ray Thursday over the past couple of weeks since he joined us, we still haven't seen one crucial character throughout all this. We've seen Dabi twice. We've seen Shigaraki and everything. We haven't seen one character that he has kept saying that has probably done imposter roles right now, and that's Toga herself. So it makes me
we
question
did see
that
her,
Ray's theory might be more possibly
one
true.
small panel though, but
that was in there when they were explaining the teams. I thought they didn't actually show Toga.
Yeah, the teams. So it wasn't actually.
They had didn't they show Toga in like chapter 263 in that small panel where, the guy was warning everybody where the heroes are here and destruction and stuff like that.
Well, I'll check that right now since I'm right here in front of me.
I could go real quick.
She was, I believe you're right. She might have been there, but that's still the thing. I'm like, how many of these people are Twice clones?
Exactly.
I still think that some of them are Twice clones.
Even if they're not Twice clones, even Hawks knows for sure that they have the numbers game over them. From League of Villains and the Liberation Army, they still outnumber the heroes outside. Even if they are all mostly trapped, it's hard to cover all of them in a way, to stop them from escaping, stop communication. Anything they can do to capture every single one of them is the main key.
Oh yeah, so in chapter 263, we see Toga with the, I forgot the dude's name, but he has the quirk.
Mr. Compress?
Yes.
Yeah.
That could turn people into the balls.
Yeah, that's Compress.
So we see Toga and everything there, but we see her in a room. We don't know if it's the room inside.
I would assume that it's there.
Yeah.
Like,
so
I think it is safe to say that this is Horikoshi saying, "Hey, guess what? No, the heroes truly did catch the villains off guard.
Yeah.
And now they have to respond."
And I can't wait to see what Redestro does as well. 90 Stress, and they're going also to their comp. So I'm really curious to see how all this, goes together, and to see what else he did for the research purposes, since he took a break for research. I'm curious to see what are we going to see down the line for, what type of research he did, because most likely we're going to see that more, since most likely it could be about the doctor, since he made that mistake a couple chapters ago. So let's see what happens with that.
Could be about the doctor. It could be, I don't know, some connections to some characters that we had not seen before that he's going to make now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm at
excited.
This point, I'm really excited to keep reading My Hero week to week, because we continue to get little bits and pieces of more information, and things are starting to happen more and more now. But I love it. This is the way I feel like things should happen. Like we're getting bits and pieces every week that are actually exciting, and I like it. So
I'm wondering how the anime will help incorporate this, because we know they're not going to do piece by piece. They're gonna at least do like maybe 2 or 3 chapters.
This is gonna be awesome.
You need
we haven't seen anything. We haven't seen anything like this really. Like this is the overhaul like raid times 10.
Yes,
and this is awesome.
And I hope they take their time, because these are times that you have to animate almost every character behind the screen, in front of the screen, foreground, background, and everything. So they better take the time. Don't rush.
Please include Chainsaw Man. Smile.
Yes, I hope they do. That's something they better do.
He'll probably get taken out, but I would love if they did keep him in.
Funny enough, this entire chapter was named "One's Justice," and
yes,
I'm wondering if this is like to
the game just came out.
Their game.
Maybe you should watch RayApollo this week on Twitch TV/RayApollo.
But no, it was
Justice. But I really like this. Like I said, I empathize with the situation that Twice and Hawks are in, but I cannot empathize with Twice. He's he's sad.
He's more pity. I think he feels like he's pitying him, even though he says like you're not the worst guy. If you go to jail,
but this is what he says. He keeps saying it. He keeps calling him his name. By the way, did you notice? He keeps calling him his real name
twice.
He calls him
bubaigawara. And he's like he got to know Twice because he needed to know Twice, and he figured out that Twice isn't truly bad. It's just that he was in a bad situation and got caught up with bad people, and therefore this is where he is.
Because he himself was a first petty criminal, and then he psychologically broke himself because he couldn't tell if he's a clone or what he's done is his real him, and is having a whole identity crisis.
I mean, he had that. I would feel like that's a mental issue, like that. Yeah, that would scar him. His PTSD, and God, like I love the character of Twice because we have this tragic backstory. We have this sad backstory. So we've gotten to know this character and why he is the way he is, but that he was accepted and found comfort and like could be himself in this group with the League of Villains, And
I'm wondering if him being sad gives him more strength or more power.
Oh, absolutely. That's how feelings work in anime.
Yes. Remember, Sam, it's all about the emotions in anime, and also in TV shows. Anything, the more emotions you have, anger, love, hatred, passion, anything that will give you more strength or get you more weaker. So it depends on where the story goes more towards.
All the Twice clones, all of them with the sad eyes, crying impression. Either you're serious, but you're still crying, and that's going to make him much worse to fight against because it should be in his most top form. If he's sad, and it's increasing his powers in a sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, like Twice needs to do what he needs to do, and
I mean, I'm rooting for the heroes in this situation. I, for one, I hate to be this guy. I want Dabi to die. I do.
I want Dabi to get redeemed if it's possible. If not,
Nope.
Hawks do what we gotta do.
Dabi is not a redeemable character.
Sorry, sorry, not Dabi. Wait, you said Dabi to die or Twice to die?
I want Dabi to die. Mm-hmm.
I want Dabi to die, but before we find him to die, I wanted to get the confrontation and the truth to know if that is actually Endeavor's son.
We know that he's a high-end Nomu, so like if anybody's a Nomu, it's that character.
Who, Twice?
Like, no, Dabi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hand Nomu. Damn, that would be crazy if that's actually true.
That's the most top ultimate high-end.
I see what you mean.
No. Well, what's his face? Gate. I don't remember his name. The guy who used to warp them everywhere. He's a Nomu.
That's true.
About that.
So that makes sense.
Is true.
It sounds like it makes sense. Okay, now that can.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. Interesting theories.
Now, right. Okay, now I see your theory now.
I see where you're coming from.
This is just one theory. This is one.
Okay.
So before we go,
I've been thinking that Dabi was I've been thinking he was a Nomu since we found out that I think it was Kurogiri. Is that his name?
Yes.
That when he found out that he was a Nomu, I was like, that means that they made another one or a few of them. I think that Dabi's one of them.
Maybe it's all of Shigaraki's team.
So Ray, before we leave, do you have any more theories that you want to talk about?
That? I have no theories that I'm willing to share at this moment, other than what we've talked about tonight.
How about you, Sam? Do you have any theories that you want to come up with, or you already have thought about, or you're good?
I feel like we will learn more about Dabi's past in this arc eventually, or sooner than later.
I think we'll learn more about Hawks first, and then we learn about Dabi.
Yes, yeah. I feel like we're about to get a Hawks.
We're about to get a Hawks flashback. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
we're both on the same page. I like that's most likely gonna happen for sure. So definitely. So we're all good here on this end with the whole theories chapter. You know, your whole Danto.
Yeah, I feel like Hawks. We're gonna learn about his backstory. He's gonna meet someone in his past that's exactly or not similar to like Bubaigawara's like character wise. He's not a bad person. He just made bad mistakes and bad choices in his life, and he just needs a chance to redeem himself, but he failed to do that in his past, and now he's trying to do the same thing for Bubaigawara in the moment. But it might be his own downfall if he hesitates this time. So
we'll see. Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens.
So let's definitely see what happens. And guys, where can the good people find you, Ray?
Oh, well, I'm your boy RayApollo, RayApollo, no space, and you can find me on specifically YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, you know, and also here on Anime Lately, you know, where I react to the My Hero Academia episodes on the weekends. So, yeah.
And something soon, also in the spring anime coverage that we will be, if you haven't followed us on Twitter yet, is already announced there technically. So if anything, for that, you'll find that soon on YouTube. Other than that, guys, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Anime Lately. On the description down below is where our links are. Like the video as well. Very appreciate it. Comment below your thoughts, your theories. What did you think about the chapter? Let's know your speculations in the comment section below. Join the Discord server as well. And on that, guys, if you want more anime content, subscribe. On that, guys, see you guys next time.
Peace.